Right, but like I said, I didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, but your baby made it outside, and there is dangerous people around.
Nico, get your dog. Get your dog. Get your dog.
What did I do wrong?
For what?
You're under arrest.
For what? What am I under arrest for? Who did I do?
You want to talk to us?
Well, why would I have to be arrested because I don't want to talk?
There's a baby just standing there in it.
Just right here.
I mean, literally, like, just screaming his head off.
On February 21st, 2024, in a quiet apartment complex in La Crosse, Wisconsin, a neighbor spotted a 2-year-old screaming alone in the street, wearing just a diaper. The worried woman picked up the child and took him back to an apartment where she found 2 other young kids left unsupervised.
And there's another neighbor that was stood about here. Their little baby was like walking around here in just a diaper and some socks.
Okay.
And we didn't really know whose baby it was. We had an instinct, or like we thought it was theirs. And so Mom sat on the phone with 911, and we had like our neighbor out, and she comes home or whatever for lunch was. And threatened to like beat my mom and all this other stuff and yelling at my mom and snatched her baby up and went inside.
And she's in that one, right?
Yeah.
The neighbor called 911, and soon after, the mother, Laja, returned and exploded with anger at the neighbor and the police.
Do you have any identification?
I do in the house.
Okay.
Okay, can you tell us your name?
My name's Lejeune.
Lejeune?
So what are we doing?
Right now, so we're documenting what you're saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is true. So I'm the mother.
Okay. How do you spell your name?
Lajasae. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, because why does she have to be here in my vicinity?
So
What's your last
But I have her on camera walking in my house. You have no reason to trespass. Let me walk inside her house. Don't come back in my house. You're not allowed to come in my house.
You don't need to. Okay, we're talking
Well, she
here.
needs to remove herself.
Okay, Lejeune,
She lives here.
Officers tried to calm Laja down as she yelled about the neighbor who entered her home. She claimed she only stepped out for 5 minutes to visit the maintenance office about a personal issue.
Went in looking for her.
What I'm kind of gathering from this is you guys live. Where do you live in the vicinity?
She lives here. I'm staying with her for a minute.
Okay.
And I just so happened to see a car kind of just back up a little bit. And then as I look up at the car, because it just caught my attention, there's a baby just standing there in it.
Just right here.
I mean, literally, like, just screaming his head off. A neighbor that's just moving in down there had stopped and pinned. At the same time, he's coming towards the baby. I'm coming out because I recognize the baby from up here.
Okay.
And he's like, "Is this your baby?" And I'm like, "No, upstairs." And I hear him pounding on the door. Then I hear that neighbor come out, and they're talking. So I put my shoes on and go back up there and knock on the door, and the door just slides open.
Okay.
And I know she has 2 more kids, and I just went in there and hollered, just, "Anybody home? Anybody home? Anybody home?"
So did you enter the residence?
I did.
Okay.
And just observed 2 more children in there. And
Did you like bring the baby back up with you?
Yes, the baby was with me the whole.
The neighbor explained that when she had knocked, she found the door open and saw the other kids inside with no adult around. Laja insisted her older child was watching them, but police weren't convinced. Laja's frustration grew as she argued with the officers and the neighbor, denying that her toddler was ever in danger. She said the neighbor had no right to go into her apartment and accused her of trespassing.
Let's go over the part when you guys made contact for the first time, you and mother over here. Was there any assault? Did she ever put hands on you? You ever put hands on her? Things like that? Just verbal? Back and forth? Okay. When he threats me, things like that?
Yeah, she told me she was going to put hands on me. I picked both on.
Yeah. Did you feel like physically, like...
Yeah, if I hadn't walked down the stairs, I'm pretty sure I would have. But I just walked down the stairs.
Was the threats to the point of, like, you felt in danger? Is what I'm getting at? You felt in danger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want anything to happen to her. I know she's probably got her own fair issues. But yeah, but more just because I had surgery and I didn't want to be pushed down the stairs.
Yeah, because your neighbor's cold because a child's out running around in a diaper in the rain.
She was not running around here. What are you talking
She was
about?
outside in a diaper, not being supervised. Plain and simple.
Okay, we could call the supervisor. Like I said, I have an older kid in there that is supervising her.
How old is your older child?
He's old enough to know and just tell you guys that she was not in those streets and that people are in my house.
Children can't be watching your
How
smaller children.
old is your
I didn't
older
say my
child?
oldest, none of my kids are watching any kids. You got to put in words in my mouth. I said he's old enough to see what's going on.
I would love
As
to
if he
play
told
this
me-
back for you.
He told me, and I don't care about playing it back. Like I
What
said,
car is
I
yours?
have a learning disability.
We're going to go with the number one question that we need answered. What is your full, complete name and date of birth?
If y'all wanted me to go and get my ID, why don't you just say that?
We've
just want your
asked
name.
you numerous
Right, I can
times.
give it to you so you guys can see it, see the picture, and see the name, the birthday, all that.
We asked to come up there.
I
said no.
asked you if right now if I can go get that. If that's what y'all need.
Do you
Y'all
not
asked
have it
me.
on you in your purse?
No, I do not. Sorry, I don't. You asked me her name. She didn't know my name
Okay,
until
well, she
you
is
guys
now.
told her.
The situation heated up when Laja refused to give her full name, saying she felt attacked and citing that she had a learning disability. Officers asked for her ID, but she kept deflecting, saying it was upstairs and she didn't want anyone near her home. Police had to warn Laja that they could detain her for child endangerment. But when she still wouldn't provide her name or cooperate, officers decided they'd had enough and they cuffed her.
Hey, back up. What's going on? Stop. No.
Get her out the car.
No.
Please.
Who are you guys? Who are you guys?
I'm the boyfriend.
You're the boyfriend? Those are your kids?
Dude.
Are those
I'm
your
at
kids,
work.
yes or no?
No, those are
not
all of our kids.
Okay,
Yo,
I understand,
those
but
all
are
of
you
our
the
kids,
biological
yo.
father, yes or no?
No, dude. Please get her out the car. Please get
She's
her out
under
the car.
arrest right now
What for?
for child neglect and obstruction.
This is not child neglect.
Neighbors found the kids out in the street.
Okay, who? Who's
Neighbors.
That? Who are them? Where do they live?
They are all people that live here. Give me 1 second while they say calling. I'll be right back with you, okay?
If
Because
she asks, can she sit there and have some privacy? She asked, can y'all even step inside?
no, she said we weren't allowed inside.
Okay, either way, she asked for some privacy.
Yeah,
And I heard a lot of this whole point of the conversation on the phone.
Things took a turn when Laja's boyfriend showed up pleading her case. He argued it wasn't neglect, just a misunderstanding, and said Laja was always with the kids. Officers explained that they had to investigate since a child was found alone outside. Laja, still fuming, shouted about her rights and how the neighbor made it worse by interfering.
I'm gonna undo your seatbelt and we're gonna have you step out of the car. When you
did
step
that.
out, okay. Can I talk for a 2nd? Thank you. When you step out of the car, I'm gonna have you turn and face the door frame right here so I can undo the cuffs. Do you understand? All right, terrific.
Okay, get out. You
Go-
go this way.
No, I have to have you come out and step this way. It'll make it
Well,
more
you don't
comfortable.
want to tie my shoe.
I'm not going to tie your shoe. You're going to get into bed right now. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We'll step out, uncuff, you can tie your shoe.
I don't want to step on that stuff with my shoestring.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there. If you want him to tie your shoe, he can tie your shoe.
This is crazy, man. I can turn around
Can
in
you
the
tie your shoe,
car.
please? Thank you.
My baby got this for me. My f***ing baby got this for me. Y'all ruined everything.
Okay. So let's have you step out. Perfect.
People like these
Can I have you
people.
turn and face the car? Awesome. Can I have you straighten out your
I
head for
ain't
me
do
like
nothing
that?
to nobody. They ain't hurt nobody, ain't hit nobody, ain't did nothing. That's what
Terrific.
they do.
All right, ma'am. You can go with
What was they doing?
the medics.
Alright, so this
Look what they did.
citation, okay? So the court date is March 5th, and you gotta be there at 8:30.
Oh, nice to meet you.
After a chaotic scene, they issued her a citation for child neglect and obstructing justice, but released her after setting a court date.
And you said he tried to run her over with the car. That's what it
Yeah,
looked
he
like.
came. Yeah, she was in that grassy area,
Yep.
and he came flying straight into it.
On April 22, 2022, in a coastal town in Florida, a jogger's 911 call set off alarms when it was reported that they saw a woman, Dianis, hanging from a moving Ford F-150. The truck stopped and the driver, Casey, pushed Dianis out, left her on the roadside, and then sped toward her as if to run her over.
All right. So what's going on?
So I was running. Was out running.
Yep.
And this truck came flying past me with someone hanging out the back of it.
Okay.
And then he stopped and yanked her out, threw her down. She was on the side of the road. She's not too around in here, but
She's
she's
here?
only 19.
Is she hurt?
No, but there's a baby in the
Okay.
truck that she said slammed up against the glass, not only 9-pound baby.
Okay. Let's go check on the baby and the
baby's
victim
not,
over
is
here.
in the truck.
Oh, the baby's in the truck?
Yes, he took off, but he also tried to run her down. It's a Ford F-150.
Where's the... I think she's right there.
The jogger noticed a baby in the truck unbuckled and vulnerable. Police arrived at the scene to investigate.
He flew that way, they turned around and came back and went that way. But I don't know where it went because I was there with her.
And he has the baby.
Yes.
Where's the baby, ma'am? Do you know where to go? Who took the baby?
You seen me the other night, probably. No, it wasn't you.
It wasn't.
It wasn't you. But I've seen you.
Were you living in that house right there?
Yup, this one right here.
Okay, where's the baby? Where did he go? What kind of truck was it?
You probably know him. You look familiar. You look like you've been to my house.
Do you need an ambulance?
I just don't want to live right now.
Okay, we're here to help.
I'm very hurt. Emotionally, physically, mentally. Where is my baby is what I'd like to know as well.
So the guy driving, do you remember what he was a white male? About
Yeah,
how old?
and he's young too, maybe 19, 20.
I've never been away from her for this long.
What's her name?
My name? Dianis.
Dianis? Do you need to see an ambulance? Where you hit you? Were you punched or anything?
Yes, we were both fighting. We had to fight because he was taking my stuff from me. That's why I don't have a phone. I don't have nothing.
He took your phone away from you? Were you trying to call 911?
I did call you guys.
Okay. So who?
And this two you see right here.
Who
right
has
there. And this two right here.
Okay. All right. Who took the baby?
And how dare him take the baby when she's not safe?
Janice, right?
Yes, he's not safe with him. The baby's father.
What's his name?
Casey.
Casey what? What kind of truck was it?
The baby hit the glass of the side of the back of the seat. I strapped her in her chair, and that's when I started to open the side of the door because I just wanted to jump out. And that's when she seen me.
And where did this happen? Right there?
Yeah, she seen me. I wanted to jump out because my baby got hurt.
Is it a Ford F-150?
Officers found Dianis, 19, shaken and bruised with bite marks on her arm. She said that she and Casey, her 22-year-old boyfriend, had been drinking at the beach.
When I get treated like that, why should I even care?
Well, that's why we're here trying to help you. What happened today?
There's an argument.
Okay. Over what?
Over not safe driving, I guess.
Okay. You're driving or his driving?
We both were.
Okay. Where was the baby when this was going on?
The baby was in the back seat with me.
Okay.
But I didn't think that she would fly out of the car seat because she wasn't strapped in. I'm taking too fast of a turn. The baby slipped out.
So you're driving too fast, you turn, the baby slips out and hits it headed on what?
That's what happened when he was driving.
Driver's side or passenger side?
Onto the driver's side.
Dianis admitted that she had been driving erratically, causing their unstrapped baby Valencia to slide from her car seat and hit her head on the window. Casey got mad, took over driving, and their fight spilled onto the road.
Where's your girlfriend? I have no idea. But the way she drives today, she almost got us in an accident, and she got us in trouble with some other family.
Hey, so I need you to step out into the room. All right, well, officer drive by. Just gotta have an officer drive by just to see if somebody saw that if it was you. I know you already told me that it was you, so. I thought we was working on getting this.
I tried to tell her not to do what she did, and she started yelling at somebody out the road because someone was yelling. We almost got into an accident. And then the kid's mom came up because he busted his teeth on the front dashboard of her car.
And where's that kid?
That kid's back at home. He's back home. He's safe. He's okay. But then we got up to here, and I was like, "Let me drive." She got all mad. She's like, "What? Let me drive." Blah blah blah. And she started snapping. I was like, "Give me the duffel bag so I can take care of our daughter." I was like, "Give me the duffel bag because the duffel bag carries all different medications, syringes, and all that stuff." And they stopped yelling at me. I'm not trying to deal with all this stuff. Like, I'm not trying to go home and deal with all this stuff.
Your baby wasn't in the car at the time?
My baby was in the car when I pulled over, but I didn't slam on the brakes and have her hit the windshield. I stopped, but then I got out.
Look straight ahead, alright? Look straight over there.
Alright, I don't got nothing on me. Can I hit my baby?
Casey told the police a similar story but skipped over some details. He said Dianis nearly caused an accident, and that's when he grabbed the diaper bag with the baby's meds to take control. He denied trying to run her over, claiming he was just scaring her.
The kid, was he sitting in the front seat with an adult?
He was sitting in the front seat with an adult with a seatbelt on.
Okay, so who all was sitting in the front seat? I need to know. I know
her.
Diana was driving.
Yeah, Diana was driving.
Yeah.
Then the little boy.
He's in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, and then who was sitting next to the little boy?
Nobody.
It was just you guys in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then somebody wanted to yell out the car that we were doing something wrong. And she's paying attention to them. I'm like, don't pay attention to them. They're no problem. And she almost got into an accident paying attention to them. And she slammed on the brakes, and the little boy went into the front. Because she didn't know. She's beginning to drive, you know what I mean?
So she was just practicing driving at the time?
Yeah, she was just practicing driving. And then somebody slammed on the brakes in front of her. And she said, boom! And the kid hit his teeth. He started crying. Everything went crazy. Everything was freaking crazy. I was going crazy. I was flustered. I didn't know what to do. I ain't never been in a car accident like that with a little kid like that. You know what I mean?
Wait, and that's when you got out of the car and...
No. We dropped the kid off. His parents picked him up. And then I got out of the car when she started driving down the road over here. I told her, get out of the car, let me drive. I was like, get out of the car, let me drive. Like, you need to get out of the front seat. I can't have you be driving.
Officers noted no serious injuries, but were alarmed by the couple's behavior. Both admitted to drinking, and the baby wasn't secured in the truck.
You'll have to go faster.
Nope. Nope, then take.
And then I can spin just like this.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. This exercise, okay? So the next exercise, so we're gonna stand right here again. So feet together, arms to your side, stitches
Oh, okay. No.
on the ground. You'll look at your toe, right? Count 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, all right? You understand that?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Count out loud.
101, 102, 103, 104, 118, 119, 120.
All right, we're done here. You did great, okay? Now, place your hands behind your back.
You're arresting me?
No, not for DUI, all right? So you made alarming statements, right? So you wanted to...
Yeah, because I do. Because why would he injure my baby?
Okay. I completely understand. The dilemma is...
unsafe driving. And him letting me unsafe drive in his car.
So here's the thing. You had some drinks. You and Casey went out, right? But you did not buckle in Valencia, right?
Neither of us did, right?
Right. So you're gonna get charged with child endangerment, okay? That's what you're gonna do.
Really? Why can't he get in charge with that if he was in the one in the back?
He's getting charged too. Okay?
Sure, okay. Well, I'm only 19 years old. This is my first time using it for the Philippines.
Okay.
When cops asked Dianis to do a field sobriety test, she agreed, stumbling through the steps. She admitted to a few drinks, but said Casey had had more. Officers decided her impairment and the unbuckled baby warranted a child endangerment charge. Casey, however, refused to do a sobriety test, saying he wasn't driving anymore and didn't have to comply. When officers pressed, he ran off, yelling about work and his baby's needs.
No, sir. I'll take the sobriety test. I'll take the test. I'll take the test, sir.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'll take the test, sir.
Put your hand
I'll
behind
take the
your back.
test, sir.
What are you arresting him for?
What are you arresting him
Stop
for?
resisting.
You don't have any.
In case you don't
You don't have
resist.
anything.
Resist! Back up! Don't resist!
What did I do wrong? I didn't do nothing wrong.
Casey, don't resist!
Nico, get your dog. Get your dog.
Nico,
what did I do wrong?
Hey, sir, back up.
He tricked him.
Hey, back
Trying
up.
to get her.
Back up.
Why would you guys
I
do
didn't do
this?
nothing wrong. I just said, why you arresting me?
Police caught him after a brief chase, cuffing him for resisting arrest. They also noted the bite marks on Dianis, adding a domestic battery charge to his list. In the end, both parents were arrested. Dianis faced child endangerment for driving under the influence with an unbuckled baby, while Casey was charged with child abuse, domestic battery, and resisting arrest. Police called social care to ensure the baby's safety, and the couple was taken to jail, leaving the baby in temporary care. Subscribe for the next case, where the